What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and welcome to episode 18 of If I Had a Hammer. And today we're going to be taking on Tottenham Hotspur at White Hart Lane. But before we get to that, we do have to go over our 3 matches that have taken place over the last month to show how we fared in the league thus far. And to be quite honest with you, it's been a very, very good month. So let's check them out. Our first match following the 3-1 loss to Southampton was a rebound win versus Bournemouth, defeating them 3-2 at home. Bournemouth being a relegation-tipped side. In fact, they are sitting in 19th place right now. Sebastian Driussi getting himself his first 2 goals for the club, and Andrej Zivkovic adding one in the 27th minute. Pretty much sealed the victory, even though Bournemouth did get a brace from Shane Long in the last 10 minutes of the match. The defense was starting to let us down. They were starting to get fatigued towards the end of the match, but overall, it was a fairly solidly played match for our side. We both took the same amount of shots, 16 aside. We only took 7 on target though, Bournemouth with 10, and Bournemouth also had more of the possession. We were just able to make better use of the chances that we had on goal. We followed that up by getting another win against a team that's hovering around the relegation zone, and that is a 2-0 victory over Cardiff City. Tommy Hoban and Pedro Obiang getting their first goals of the season, as we had 12 shots, 6 of them on target, whereas we only limited 1 shot on goal for Cardiff overall. And out of his mind, Tommy Hoban, not just the goal, but solid, stellar defensive work on his end as well. A well-controlled game overall by the side, even though there were a couple wayward passes, a couple leery passes that I had to question. But overall, not a bad game for anybody involved. And then finally, we came away with a 2-1 victory against the Liverpool side who's been spotty all season. They cannot put together a solid run of form. They'd win, they'd lose, they'd win, they'd draw, they'd lose, etc. And on this day, a 2-1 victory felt the most solid and honestly felt the most deserved. Jamie Vardy coming away with one in the 21st minute, getting back on track, and then Zivkovic with the match winner in the 66th. We took 12 shots overall, 8 of them on target, 57% possession, and that's why I felt that we completely bossed this match. We kept on peppering Mignolet with shots. It was only a matter of time before we came away with a victory. And 3 points against Liverpool, who is tipped to be a top 5 team this season, is no small task. So very fortunate and very happy that we were able to come away with a victory. Right, so this is what the table looks like right now. We are in a bunch. We are tied with 3 other teams on 16 points, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Tottenham, who we're going to be facing today, as we sit in 6th place. Manchester City, early leaders right now, 22 points through 9 matches. United behind them with 20, Arsenal with 17, and of course the 4 teams with 16 behind them. Newcastle sitting there in 15th as well. And just taking a look, I don't see any real surprises on this table. I think everyone is really slotting in how they should. Maybe West Ham, maybe we're overachieving just a little bit, but overall everyone's slotting into their positions they really should have at the beginning of the season. Now, of course, you see West Ham and Tottenham sitting right above and next to each other. If we come away with a victory today, it's possible we can move up into 3rd place, but that's, of course, depending on how everybody else around us plays. So let's get into today's match, traveling to White Hart Lane to take on Spurs. And Tottenham are going to be coming out in a 4-2-3-1. We're going to go with a similar formation today, and this is how the lineup's going to come out. Jack Butland's going to be in net. Flanagan, Subotic, Hoban, and Cresswell along the back line. Marky Noble and Pedro Obiang, the 2 center mids, with Payet, Driussi, and Zivkovic along the attacking front. And then Jamie Vardy, the lone striker, hopefully he can continue a fine start with getting 4 goals in 5 starts. Jamie Vardy has seemed to have been the hot hand this season. Yes, I did pick up Paulo to give that little bit of a switch up. Jamie Vardy more of a defensive forward, Paulo more of the advanced forward. So I've been swapping them left and right just to give them some more time on the pitch, but so far it seems like Jamie Vardy is not ready to relinquish his spot as number 1 striker, and that's fine. That's why I signed him up in the first place, to be that number 1 striker. So hopefully he continues it today against Spurs. So let's kick off and see what happens. Early attack, Zivkovic taking it all the way to the byline, and it goes out for a corner kick just 30 seconds in, and we win our first corner. Short corner, pay it out to Obiang at the top of the box. Can he find any passing? Flanagan out to Noble, and it's cleared away. Statistically, this has been a very one-sided match. It's been all Tottenham. They've had 5 shots on goal, or just 5 shots total today. Calhoun being mugged by Flanagan. Good tackle. Cleared away to Vardy. Does take it. Turned around his man. Gives it to Driussi. Driussi on the run. Doesn't really have anybody to help him. Oh, yeah, Jamie Vardy and Hugo Lloris with the save, and we get a corner out of it. Marky Noble taking it. Goes short to Payet, and I believe that's another corner. 18 minutes on. That was a really poor throw-in by Flanagan. Now we really need to get back. Christian Eriksen with the pass back to Butland. Butland getting it out. Bentaleb keeping it in Tottenham's possession, but a really bad pass. This is just bad passes left and right. Oh, we come down with it. Payet into Driussi. Back out to Payet, who slots it through to Vardy. Vardy with... Oh, he really should have laid it off. That was a poor attempt at a shot. Free kick, Eriksen, the 25th minute. Calhoun just misses the far post. Another free kick from Eriksen. Back into the box. Butland with the safe hands. Gets it forth to Driussi, but tackled off the ball. Another tackle off the ball. Hoban tried to slide through to Vardy, but Vardy did not have the pace, or did not have the vision, really, to go after it. But now Tottenham, once again, on the counter. Another good tackle. Really good end-to-end play from both teams. However, they just cannot seem to find... I stand corrected. I was about to say, cannot seem to find a good attacking chance, but Spurs have shut me up, and Christian Eriksen gets them on the board first. 1-0 to Spurs. And really, it was a long time coming since they were dominating this match. And it was really a good set of passes that set that up. Eriksen, nice and clean, turning around the goalkeeper. Throw in deep in the Spurs area. Flanagan getting it to the top of the box to Noble. Falls to Payet. It was offside. 2 minutes to go before the half, and that was a really poor throw-in as Spurs take it off of us, and they're coming on a big break. Christian Eriksen, we know what he can do. Eric Dyer, Flanagan clears the way, but Spurs still have the ball. Payet, Vardy, you need to have better vision to hold on to that. Spurs continuing to go forward. Mbolo over to Rose. Tackle off of him. Butland with a good save. And it's halftime. Spurs still leading 1-0. And very clear we are not a good team right now, especially against teams that are playing above us, as you can see. I don't know really what to do. Okay, I shouldn't say that. I don't know what the problem is, because I feel that this formation against them should be working a little better than what it is. Instead of we only have 3 shots, one of them being on target. Let's take a look at the analytics. And alright, first thing I see is they're still playing it out of the bag, even though I tell my guys to prevent the short goalkeeper distribution. So that's clearly not being in effect. Most of their position players are through the middle, so maybe I need to continue marking down their center mids, especially when it's a couple of their key passes coming from the center of the park. But I take a look down this right wing, and it's mostly Christian Eriksen and Breel Mbolo down this right side, so I need to mark them out and cut out all those key passes. Corner kick in, Eriksen. It's cleared away, but Eric Dyer passes it back into Eriksen. Tottenham still coming forward on. Marky Noble makes a stupid foul. He makes a really stupid foul in the box, gives away a penalty, and Tottenham have the chance to make it a 2-0 lead as Breel Mbolo stepping up to the mark. Steps up. Jack Butland guesses the right way, but wasn't fast enough. It's 2-0 to Spurs. Breel Mbolo getting the kick and getting the goal. Spurs now with another attack. Harry Kane finding Calhoun. Calhoun could lay it back. No, but Cresswell with a good tackle clears it away. Jamie Vardy can't pick that up. Payet, though, does. Gives it ahead to Vardy. Vardy is all alone. Lays it off to Driussi. Back out to Vardy, but there's nobody in the box for him to pass it to. Cresswell gets it out on the left. Into Vardy. Takes a shot, but it's blocked away by Dele Alli. Zivkovic on the corner. Gets it in. It falls to Obiang. Can he snapshot one? Subotic. I don't even know why he's still in the box, but, that ends that highlight. Free kick. Cresswell lays it off to Zivkovic, who was trying to find Polian Paulo, but he was backing off the line. Apparently was in an offside position. And that ends that attack. And now Tottenham looking to come forward on a break. Oh, good tackle off the ball. Polian Paulo now. What can he do with it? Gets around one defender. Gets it out to Sam Byram. Out on the wing to Zivkovic. Gets it in to Polian Paulo. He turns and shot it right at the keeper. Oh my god. You need to pick a post and just fire it. Don't go right down the middle. Good tackle from Hoban. Now we can hit him on a break. Zivkovic over the top to tried Polian Paulo. Gets it back, but he's offside. Of course. Of course. Byram with 9 minutes left with a throw in. Gets into Zivkovic. Oh, wow. This is a pretty harsh tackle. No penalty, though. And Obiang can't even slot a pass. We can't even hold on to the ball anymore. Spurs just all over us. And how is Eriksson not offside? Ref, call that offside. See, I don't understand why teams can string... We can't string 2 passes together, yet these teams, especially with Southampton, it was very evident, where they were effing Barcelona with just tiki-taka one-touch passes, very deft touch passes to get it into the goal, whereas we just heavy touch every fucking pass that we get, and we can't get anything towards goal. Spurs getting a deserved victory, of course, but at the same time, this team needs to do a lot better. Mark Noble giving away the penalty, definitely the low light of the match. The highlights, definitely the good passing from Zivkovic and Driussi. They were trying to make everything happen for both Jamie Vardy and Polian Paulo when he got subbed on, but ultimately no goals. So we lose yet another derby, another London derby, and my confidence is starting to wear thin whenever we play against London teams like Tottenham, like Arsenal, like Chelsea. But there is one London team that we could possibly get a victory against, and is coming up in 5 weeks' time, and that is against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace now sitting just 1 spot behind us in 9th as we drop down to 8th. And I feel like that would be the best possible time to come back, because we're going to have a really spotty run of form, I'm sure, over those next 5 matches, with a trip to the Etihad, with a trip to Stamford Bridge. We do have Sunderland and Norwich in between those, but it's definitely not going to be a great time for us, and our run of form is going to suffer. We're more than likely going to regress back down to 10th place, but you never know. We'll see what happens in those matches before we come back next episode against Crystal Palace. So until that time, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and you want to see more FM content on the channel. Any comments, suggestions, questions, anything else, please leave in the comments box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.